Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jared Gaming. Hope you're doing great today. This video is going to be all about HP nukers and kind of comes around because of Fatalis, who's coming from the Monster Hunter event that's going on, and he's a void champion and everyone's like, oh yeah man, he's going to be great, he's going to be smashing people, he looks crazy, he looks great with that massive sword, and everyone's like, oh, he doesn't actually hit that hard. He's not one shot in the champs that we really need him to in in an arena and stuff like that. Now I've not actually tested him, okay, so I'm going to stay on the fence, but in the CC chat there's been lots and lots of debate with regards to, is this champ good enough, how he is, and there's some people are saying he's fine, he's like second to Terce with the way he works, that sort of thing, he's doing his job perfectly fine, and it's other champs that need fixing, i.e. Teras, that sort of stuff, they need to be nerfed. And then you've got other CCs who are saying no, shouldn't be nerfed, it should be damage increased, or his multipliers aren't strong enough and he's just a bit of a letdown. So I'm just gonna run through the nukers that I've got, the HP champs, try and get them in roughly the same gear, the same statistics, the same setup. The only issue is that some will be fully booked out, some won't be fully booked out, some are +4, some are not. So I will try to put in some sort of, I guess, some figures or details to kind of incorporate those changes and differences, so we say, in the champions. But just really want to see, is it true? You know, is Fatalis, because I'm going to put Fatalis in there. Like I say, this is the list I've got from Hellhaider's website. HP damage dealers, Talis is obviously top. St. Nick's in there. Obviously you see Fatalis Blade Masters there. There's a few other guys. I might even bring in Magnar, the Epic. Anyone. I'm probably gonna go through the list and the champions that I've got and just look for HP, look for some damage dealers, and get them all set up and just run it a few times, but like Hellhead is for me to do his maximum damage sort of stuff, and just see what sort of results we're getting, you know. And at least for me, I'll actually have tested Fatalis and I'll possibly have an opinion on whether or not he should be buffed, and I'll know which side of the fence I can jump over to when we are moaning about him. So anyway, so yeah, there we go. There's the list. I'm not going to use all these guys, so I'm going to pick and choose. I've got Terce, I've got St. Nick, I've got Fatalis. There's a few others that I can dip into and pull out. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, let me get this all set up. Fatalis, I'll get his masters sorted out. I'll get him in the gear and that sort of stuff, but he hasn't got any awakenings, and he's not going to be booked. So again, as I say, I will try to, if I have to increase it by the results and increase it by 30% to get a kind of, that's what it would have been if it was booked, etc. Also, I just hide that. I'm going to raid. What I'm going to do is, for example, we have St. Nick, who's a +4. He's got a 5-star awakening. Now, does that affect? So that gives him a massive boost, but that's not too bad. Again, that gives him a crit damage. So I'll try to calculate it each one, so their crit damage and that sort of stuff all equals the same. The HP equals the same. They'll all be crit caps. They'll all have roughly the same. So again, at least that all comes into it. I'll get them all onto the same crit damage, and then masteries, I think I'm probably going to rework and just get everyone onto flawless execution because, you know, there's, if these proc, or if they don't proc, or if they've got War Master and there's extra bits and bobs going on, it's just going to throw the damage out of the way. Or, because I'm assuming everyone's probably going to have Helm Smasher, we just run Helm Smasher, and I do say 3 to 5 runs on each champ. Obviously I won't record it and show you all because that would just be terrible, but I'll kind of probably run it a few times, making sure that this does proc, and then get readings from ones that don't proc, and then perhaps we'll look at the numbers as well. But so I'd rather not have to use my free my resets or my very small amount of gems, which I'm going to have to use on Fatalis anyway to get that. But we'll see how it goes. But whilst the free regear's on, I can at least move stuff around. It's not going to cost anything. And yeah, we can just get some damage going on and see exactly if Fatalis is up to scratch. I mean, I've got Terce, and I'll run those two kind of side by side, and then the other HP guys will come after that. I'll do the same sort of setup that Hellhadis uses. I'll have Gerptuck is the one with the poisons, and we have Lydia go in there and get all the buffs and debuffs and that sort of stuff. So we'll try and make it as fair as possible, and we'll take it from there. So let me get all this set up, guys, and then we'll kick it off. See you in a sec. Right, we're going to start with Terce. Now I've set these up as is. I've set it to a maximum of 80 to 85, right? I've done 280 crit damage, 180 speed, just so they can actually go before the ads hit, and that's it. Sets is lethal and cruel. The actual bit is just damage mode, straight out, the bat, straight out. I'm not going to choose the actual main move, I'm just going to do highest damage, right? And the reason I've done that is because also on the Hellhadis website is a damage like efficiency tool which we can use, right? So let me just hide that. Hide that one there. There we go. Right, there we go. So you choose your character, Talis. You put in the primary value if it's based on attack. You put attack, obviously. You put HP, you put HP. Then you put in your critical damage range or value. Hit calculate, and then it will tell you where you kind of are with regards to if you're too high or too low with your damage output. Now I tinkered around with this a bit, and 85k, as you can see, is 1% out with regards to efficiency, and that is good enough for me. Okay, so that's pretty much how I'm going to base all of these attacks on, all of these setups on the HP champs, is this range, right? Okay, we're going to be this efficiency range, so we're pretty much as efficient as we can be. Yeah, I could max out, I could get 120 HP on them, blah blah blah, but you're kind of out, you're in and out. But when you're like this is as efficient as you can be with the stats you've got. If I want 120k HP, I'd need a ridiculous amount of crit damage, and I don't have those sort of sets. So I'm doing the best I can, and this is a happy medium. They're all going to be measured against that. They're all still going to do some good damage. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide that now, and I'm going to crack on getting Talis ready, and then we're going to get him in, and I'll work out, get him all set up, and then we kick it off, and we'll get the ball rolling. Talis will go out, then Fatalis, and then all the other few HP champs that I've got set up to go. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, this is Terce, take 1, Dragon 20. He's in the gear I said he's going to be in, which is the crit cap, 280, lethal and cruel. We have got Dracomorph has done debuffs. Gerptuck has put in the poison, so Terce is going to be smacking hard. Now let's slow it down and just see what this goes for. Yeah. No buffs out there, although you know this will obviously increase him, but there's no buffs. Let's see what it does. Okay, so what's that like in the 90s? I think I saw like a 90,000. So you know that's not bad. We will redo. So once again, Dracomorph's in there just for these decreased defense and weaken. Gerptuck is in there just to punk this in there. Obviously the blockbuster is going to pop on, but that's fine. And my man Teras is 85,000 HP, crit cap 111 crit damage, Sorry, crit rate, and 280 crit damage. So we go again. I'll do a few of these recordings just to see again if the skull helm smasher, sorry, is proccing. So everyone gets those on them. That's good. Then gets a hit. We get the 3 poisons, and then we go again. So that is in the 140s. That's about 80 to 140,000 on that AoE. Okay, so let's do one more, just so I can get a rough range. I'm going to make a note of that as well. Well, I don't have to make a note because I'm recording it, so I can just check that. So, Teras, sorry, Dracomorph, debuffs, poisons. Obviously, as I'm re-watching the recordings, I will pause it and that sort of stuff. So, I wish I could get a better view. I can move around. Right, again. Bash. Yeah, I think the top there, the top one was about 147,000. With, I mean, I think he's got an accessory which gives him a shield, but you know, that's not too bad. I mean, well, of course it's not too bad. 150,000, 140,000, and I think the lowest I saw was about 78,000. So I've set up Fatalis. I've had to tweak it very slightly just because his accessories didn't quite have the right amount of HP matching Terce. So he has just ever so slightly lower HP and 1% lower crit damage. Now I can't imagine that is really going to make a big difference, guys. If you feel that this means the comparison is totally fouled, then so be it, but I'm going to continue because again it's just about as good as I can get it, matching up with the same stats as Talis. Also, we have to keep in consideration that he is not booked out, so he is going to be have some damage, well, lower damage than Terce. So right, let's go again. Okay, Dracomorph, debuffs, they all land. That's nice. Poisons. And now, attacks enemies ignore 2% of target's defense if its attack is crit. It should be crit, 97%, and it will decrease. Okay, so that is something that Terce didn't have, as far as I'm aware. Well, okay, didn't have the buffs, but I have to check his thing. So anyway, let's just see what it hits for. In the 90s. Okay, so let's redo that. But I didn't see any triple or any. I didn't see any 6 figures there. So let's go again. Just shame you can't get an angle, or have like a text. It'd be good if you could get some text, like a field that tells you exactly all the numbers. Right, here we go again. I'm going to keep my eyes open. 125. Okay, so it's not too far off of Talis, to be fair, considering he's not got his books. Let's just do one more. Then, same as Talis, we've got 3 on there. I'm assuming the ones with the 6 figures are going to be the Helm Smasher procs. Okay, let's go again. Hit that there. Okay. Ignores defense. 110. Okay. So that isn't too bad. That's not actually that bad in the scheme of things. Let's just kill them. Right, anyway. Okay. So that's Fatalis, right? Okay, I want to go back through and read everything, and I'll at the end of it, I'll tally up the numbers that I saw on a rerun, and we'll work out exactly what it is. Plus, if I could get him booked, then yeah, he may well be doing the same damage as Terce is without those buffs. Maybe it's just the buffs on Terce that's we're all kind of putting there as that benchmark. What's up there? Right, so now I'm going to go for St. Nick. I'm for St. Nicholas in this gear, getting buffed out, kitted up, and we're going to go for the same thing. We'll have a couple of these champs. I'm not going to break out two. I think I'll do St. Nick, Eric's, and maybe one bonus one. I think Snaketrack's got quite good multipliers actually. Snaketrack, the white badger, hedgehog. It's getting late, guys. It's getting late. Right, give me 2 seconds. Right, so test numero uno. Debuffs go on. Debuffs go on us. And we're going to do his AoE slap. So let's see what we get. Okay, that one again. That wasn't too bad. So 120,000 there. There's a big one there. Let's go again. Replay. Just again, I just wish we could get a better angle on these numbers. Debuffs. Debuffs. AoE. AoE, so Nick, the OG HP nuker. And big slap. Oh yeah, I mean they're all pretty much sort of triple digits. Sorry, 6 digits, 6-figure numbers. And that's not bad. I mean, again, that's a pretty reasonable hit. I don't see that being too far off of the other two, really. Again, perhaps this is it. Perhaps we are just all so wound up with Taras and you know, the Ukrainian duo, and the fact that when he's fully buffed up, you know, he's hitting for stupid amounts of damage. And that's, as I say, that's the benchmark we've now set. And anything else that comes along and it's not hitting that benchmark, we're kind of thinking, what's going on? This guy's crap, this guy's rubbish. And maybe he's not. Maybe we're just used to bigger numbers because of constantly either using or fighting against that guy, that Terce. Right, let's do Eric's, and then maybe Snaketrack, because I'm running out of energy, but both in the game and physically. Yeah, let me just set up Eric's, and then I'm gonna do Snaketrack, and then we'll sort of go through the stats at the end and basically make a call. She is a pretty underrated champ. So for a login champ, she's actually, excuse me, really good in live arena. Okay, right. First hit is that one, isn't it? No, it's this one. Let's see what we can do. Okay, that was actually pretty damn good. Again, 6 digits. You can't knock that at all. She has got a 0.35 multiplier, so she's one of the highest ones really for the base. Snaketrack's got the same, so I'm interested to see what he's going to have. Go again. Use some of my precious gems in the name of research. Debuff. Debuff. How can I view these things better? Can't really. I need to expand it. And debuffs. And we go one more time. Big slap and wallop. 135,000 on that one. So that was good. I mean, that's, again, if I book out Fatalis, which I might do, but probably on CVC, maybe I'll do like a little recap after CVC when I book him out. But I mean, that's good. That is good. I don't think I'm gonna do another one, but that's some damn fine damage. if I say so myself. Damn, it's after 12. Oh my days, guys. Right, okay. Next, last but not least, I'm going to do Snaketrack. Where are we? Skinwalkers. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Okay. Back in a sec, guys. Debuffs. And debuffs. And slack time. 127. Oh, that was a lot harder. That was actually solid hit. Do one more for the road. Snaketrack could actually be a very good HP nuker. So he's got the point, yeah, 0.35. Yeah, 0.35. So that's the same as Eric's. It's the same as Eric's for the multipliers for the damage. Just wish I could see. Oh, it really does bug me. And 130 weak hits and the rest. 131,000. That was the same as Sir Nick and Fatalis, really. So, well, I think Sir Nick was a bit low actually. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. I like that. That's actually made me rethink exactly how I'm going to re-gear, because I had Snaketrack in like a Guardian set to absorb some damage, but no, I am definitely going to be redoing him, I think, especially if I use him in Hydra, which he is very good for Hydra. Collect me bits and bobs. A few more of those, thank you very much. Right, cool. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wanted to do this video just really to test them out, just to see for myself. I think I will get Fatalis. I think I will get his book. I'll get him booked. I've got 13 Lego books. And he needs 15. I'd rather. I mean, hang on. Not 15. What we're talking about? It's 12, isn't it? 4, 8. Yeah, 4, 8, 12. He needs 12. So I could fully book him. I'd rather just book. Try and get lucky and just do 4. Get it in 4s. See if I can get that done. Then I'll redo it. But there you go, guys. I mean, you know, I'm quite impressed with the damage of all of those, to be fair. You know, and it goes to show that Terce, without those buffs, it still hits hard, but it's exactly the same level as the other HP champs that are kind of out there. Well, I mean, roughly. And yeah, Eric's and Snaketrack seem to be the ones that are just straight pound for pound hitting hard with the best multipliers. You know, if you haven't got Terce, use Eric's. Eric's definitely hits hard. If you've got Snaketrack, I would definitely build him as a nuker, especially for Hydra and for PvE content. It seems to work really well. Yeah, I mean, Sir Nick, don't be upset if you pull him. I mean, yeah, even though mine was a +4, and you know, that's got bits and all his fully booked and stuff. Yeah, his numbers are still down, but he's still a solid nuker, 100%. Still very, very solid. Very good champ to use. But yeah, Eric's actually very, very good. For Talis, I'm going to 100% get worked up. And I mean, Talis is still the king. He's assuming you've got the buffs. If those buffs get stripped off, then he's still hitting hard, and he's still going to take out. You know, if he's going to hit for 6-figure numbers, he's still going to take out the champs in arena. There's no doubt. Any of these guys will really. It's just the fact that Terce can smash through all the other buffs that are protecting the you know, the champs in arena, whilst Fatalis he, yeah, I guess he's kind of relying on this one. This is, I suppose, what I'll have to check. Have I still got the website open? Have I got Fatalis? Let me just say Fatalis. I'm just on the old Hell Hades website, guys. So Fatalis, his AOE was a 0.26, and his single hit, which is the true charged, which is this one, which is the one that's supposed to go through. No, it's the wild slash, isn't it? Wide slash, 0.3 HP. Ignores 15%. See, maybe that's the one that everyone's kind of got the ump about, because it's 0.3 versus 0.26 versus 0.36. I don't know, is it a typo? Maybe that's issue. Maybe it's this one which is supposed to be breaking through these annoying bloody buffs. That's not doing the damage. Hey guys, right, okay, so just to add this on, this is the next day, just to add this on to the end of the video, in case anyone's that worried or bothered. So Teras, he scored 147,000 for his hits. Fatalis was 125,000 is what I got as his maximum. Sir Nick was 135,000, Eric's 135,000, and Snaketrack, surprisingly, 131,000. So, is Fatalis a terrible nuker? I guess not, right? I guess he isn't. I'm going to try out his A2 in the arena just to see how, if that's actually usable against the champs that have all the stone skin, the strength and that sort of stuff. And we'll see what sort of damage comes from that. But I'll do that after I book him, which will be on Tuesday CBC. So, I mean, if you pull him and you don't have lots of nukers, he will work really well, I think, okay? If you've got lots of nukers, and like me, I've got 2 Terce and all the other ones obviously you've seen, then he's not really shining much above the ones I've already got. Even St. Nicholas, even Sir Nick and Eric's, he's still not really like a head above. You know, he's kind of on the same level. And with the power creep of today's raid world and live arena and that sort of stuff, I think they need to be adjusting the damage multipliers to increase. There is power creep, there is harder content to get through. So yeah, I know I said at the beginning of the video, depending on which side of the fence, and a lot of CCs have been saying this and other CCs have been saying that. So I think I'm going to say he's better than I probably expected, but I do think he's not hitting as hard as I think he should. You know, 20k, is it really a big difference? Not really, but I mean, you add a couple of buffs to Teras and he's going to be hitting 250k, you know, even more than that. It's crazy. So they've set the benchmark, as we said, and that'd be Polarium. They brought a new champion. He's just not quite good enough, I think. He's good, he's okay, he'll do lots of people proud in the arena, getting through waves, that sort of stuff, but he's just not end game viable live arena gold, really. I don't think material, unless you're plus forward, all the best gear, then maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'll try him out in live arena as well. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. This video's gone for long enough. Appreciate you watching. If you've stayed this long, thank you again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, bye. Okay, guys, we're going to start with Teras, Terce. Oh, Terce. Oh.